Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Out on the Road. This time we're riding BMW's 2022 M1000RR. This is a bespoke $37,000 limited edition BMW superbike. Who's ready to go for a ride?
Hey everyone, good morning from Palomar Mountain and welcome to this edition of Out on the Road with our long-term 2022 BMW M1000RR. This is a $37,000 limited run bespoke superbike from BMW Motorrad out of Germany. We had the pleasure of riding this motorcycle for years, and even though it's been a while since we last threw a leg over it, this motorcycle is just mesmerizing in so many ways, from its look to the precision engineering to the way it rides on the road, on the track. This is an exquisite motorcycle. Today's episode is brought to you by Insta360 and its new Ace Pro 2 Marc Marquez camera. If you haven't checked that out, check out our videos on that product. It is one heck of a do-it-all action camera that is more than just an action camera, but can even be your everyday camera as well. That's the way we use it. Back to the 2022 M1000RR. Sitting on this motorcycle, the ergonomics of this motorcycle are very accommodating. BMW S1000RRs are always one of the most comfortable superbikes. Even today, for the 2025 calendar year, these motorcycles are crazy comfortable. They really do a nice job of fitting taller riders. I weigh 190 pounds, 6 foot tall, and this motorcycle always fits me well. That's because German engineers are also tall. The average height in Germany is actually quite high, so the German engineers make their motorcycles and make them for them because they're tall people and they want to have fun on their superbike. So that's why they are so tall. This particular M1000RR has billet and fully adjustable rear sets. We have the rear set set up with the foot pegs placed at the lowest position and the most rearward. That opens up the cockpit. It just gives us more room for our legs and our knees. Our knees have more limited knee flexion versus a younger person, so it's nice that you're able to tune the rear sets and get a little bit more comfort out of this bike. Oh my gosh, you hear that wailing inline-four engine? This engine is literally easily the most visceral inline-four superbike engine made. Even today, this thing absolutely gets, and it just has a mesmerizing sound and character. The only caveat though is at high RPM, this engine is a buzzer. It definitely has some serious vibration, but that's what you get for having all that HP and torque. This particular M1000RR is reflashed with the BMW Motorrad USA torque reflash that allows this motorcycle to make maximum torque in second and third gears. There's no restriction. There is, however, restriction for horsepower. To do the torque reflash, you have to send in the ECU, the dash, and this key ignition. All three of those things are required for the torque reflash. It's pretty crazy though, because even though BMW's been making these engines for such a long time, they're really not that much faster than the original 2010 S1000RR. A lot of that can come down to just noise and emissions here in America, where we're operating this vehicle. Now with a full 4.4 gallons of fuel, this motorcycle weighs right around just over 420 pounds. You'd be amazed at how nimble this thing is. This thing loves to change directions. At a standstill, it's a little bit top heavy, just because the seat's so tall, but when you get some curves underneath you, you'd be amazed at how nimble this motorcycle is. It's very, very sweet handling. Of course, this particular motorcycle has a litany of updates versus the production 2022 S1000RR. If you want to know all about those updates, I recommend you watch our BMW M1000RR live from Double R Fest video. This was at an organization I previously represented. And if you want to know all the fun factoids about this particular model and model year, I recommend you check out that video. You're going to find insight that's not available anywhere else in the world on the internet about that particular model year vehicle, aside from actually talking to the BMW engineers who built the thing. So watch that video. Also check out our In the Garage episode where we do a rundown of some of the cool features of this bike. Back to the M1000RR. So in addition to the litany of engine updates, this thing also rides on premium Marzocchi suspension. Suspension on this motorcycle, it is just amazing how well it rides over bumps. It doesn't have a too stiff action. It still goes over the bumps really nicely, but then when you push the suspension, especially with the throttle, that shock, it really has a lot of hold up. This motorcycle can be ridden incredibly hard, but even with these suspension settings, it's still a pussycat on the street. It's really impressive what BMW was able to do just to make a motorcycle that's just so versatile. God, this thing is just a ride. Of course, this motorcycle has all of the creature comforts that you'd expect from a modern superbike. We also have the racetrack grade electronic settings, which we're going to show you here in a minute, which allow you to change these settings with a few pushes of a button. Saw some fellow sport bikers out there having some fun on their superbikes. How cool is that? That's what these superbikes are all about. Getting out, finding some twisty road, riding within your limits with all the appropriate safety gear, and experiencing the engineering might of bikes like this M1000RR. Nice family out for a walk while M1000RR comes roaring by. I'd say that's pretty neat. Again, I can't believe how easy this bike maneuvers from side to side. Very, very agile. No doubt those carbon fiber wheels play a big difference, which we always note in all of our reviews. Alright folks, let's take a quick break here and see what's up. Well everyone, that was a fun break. As you can see, we have a pretty nice biker community. People, all kinds of motorcycles, especially European motorcycles. I count a lot of European motorcycles here, but then there's one old school Yamaha. Let's hop back aboard our 2022 M1000RR. And away we go, folks. Yes, we know service is overdue. We will take care of that soon, no doubt. This motorcycle just, it turns heads everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, people are just like looking, breaking the neck. What the heck is that thing? It looks especially tasty in its red, white, and blue America and BMW Motorrad colors. The fueling on this motorcycle is just superb. When you crack that throttle, just the response you get from the engine, it's so immediate yet so smooth. Just when you think that the throttle response and the fueling of these motorcycles can't get any better, you ride this thing, you just feel what a well-mapped, production well-mapped motorcycle is like to ride. It really fosters an intimate riding experience. You're one with the engine. Those 4-cylinder power pulses, they almost feel like an extension of you from your right wrist. Talked about the brakes, how this motorcycle has wider diameter rotors, and Nissan anodized radial mount brakes, and the brakes on this motorcycle are just, they're so firm. Barely even have to pull back on that front brake lever, and the motorcycle is just shedding speed. And the lever of feel is really pleasing too. These are very sensitive brakes without being overly sensitive. If you're the kind of rider who really likes precise feel, you're gonna like this bike. Same with the back brake. Back brake's nice and responsive. We have the pedal mounted relatively low. You really have to reach for that back brake pedal, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. There it is, folks, that tasty 2022 BMW M1000RR. Look at this thing, dripped in BMW Motorsports colorways, red, white, and blue for us American riders. Those winglets, which generate upwards of 16 pounds of downforce at 127 miles per hour. Look at this bike, so tasty, so much eye candy, so much jewelry. Enough talking about it. Let's get back to riding. Talked about how sensitive the brakes are on this motorcycle. Well, equally as sensitive in a pleasing way is the clutch. The cable actuated clutch has really nice response. The lever has some weight to it. There's definitely some weight to it, meaning it's not just a wimpy clutch pull, yet the response is very accurate. We have this motorcycle set up in reverse shift. So 1 up, 5 down. Reverse shift is just a matter of preference, but it does help for all you fast riders. It just makes it makes more sense when you're doing track days and racing. You want to upshift, you lift up. You want to downshift, you press down. Also, when you're at speed, it's easier and less effort to downshift by pressing down than raising up. Raising up requires a minuscule more amount of time and effort. That's why racers like reverse shift. Oh yeah, baby, nothing but open road. Nothing but open road, I love it. Now the seat on this motorcycle, of course it is, this being a homologation special, this seat's not going to be the most comfortable for extended riding, but for a superbike it certainly isn't bad. Definitely the seat material is a little thin, but that thinness gives you a lot of feeling of what's going on in the business end of that rear shock. Again, this motorcycle definitely is more stiffly sprung, but it still has good compliance over bumps. You certainly know that it's a track bike, though. It's not going to glide over bumps like a standard GSXR 1000. But it's a good compromise between the two worlds and splits the difference between the two worlds, allowing you to have fun at speed for an advanced rider and still be able to ride this thing on the street. Not that I wouldn't think a lot of people are going to ride like that, but BMW has engineered the bike as such, which is really cool. Look how beautiful it is, folks. This tall windscreen's also a total lifesaver, a lot more room to tuck in behind you, and it's so elevated it does a good job for us street riders, just pushing air up and over the rider. Whoa. It's getting a little hot in there, folks. Oh yeah! Feeling the mechanized aura of this 1000cc 16 valve. Screaming inline-four. This motorcycle, it's worth mentioning, it continues to employ the old school conventional inline-four firing order, which is known for its robust torque and high wailing top end power. Oh yeah, what this thing gets. Just when you start hammering down on that throttle, this thing spools up just instantaneously. That torque map really makes for a very fun riding motorcycle. Oh, we got a part. Someone's part fell off their motorcycle or vehicle. Of course, this 6.5-inch color TFT display, BMW Motor has been using this display a lot. They've been using it ever since the 2019 R1250 GS. That was the first motorcycle to don this display. After that, the 2020 BMW S1000RR had it. And the display works really good, super functional, easy to use, bright in day sunlight. The switchgear historically has been always pretty awesome. BMW first started using this multi-wheel controller on a 2012 K1600 GTL 6-cylinder sport touring bike. Fast forward to today though, 2025 that is, the switchgear is it's been outpaced by other manufacturers, more recently updated switchgear. There's one thing we wish would be that BMW updated that switchgear. That would be a nice benefit in our opinion. Thankfully, we're going to be test riding BMW's 2025 S1000RR, which I'm sure benefits from a host of updates versus this 2022 M1000RR. Let's give this guy a little pass here. He's out to lunch, but that's okay, because we welcome all riders, whether they're out to lunch or whaling. It's all good either way. We're not haters like many people we know. Even the rear view mirrors do a plenty good job of showing you what's going on behind you. Yeah, there's a little bit of vibe in there, courtesy the engine, but they're decent. That vibration through the engine, again, it kind of makes riding fun, just adding to the experience. That rush of acceleration. When this thing gets up to 10,000 RPM, it just takes off. And we're only in second gear, folks. We still have another 4 gears to go. This is about as fast as we can ride this bike safely. Well, everyone, that wraps up our official review on our 2022 BMW M1000RR. Is this thing worth its $37,000 asking price? I think so. If you can find one of these bikes, of course, BMW has changed these motorcycles significantly in 30 years. Whoa! They're much more wide body. But God, this thing is just viscerally awesome. It is such a fun motorcycle to ride. That wraps up our official review. As we mess with our camera, we got it. Thank goodness. Make sure to follow me at the Waheed YouTube channel. Sound off in the comment section. What do you think of this M1000RR? What do you think of the Out on the Road series we have created here? Make sure to follow me on Instagram. We have tons, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of hours of vertical video showcasing all types of new power sport models on the street, on the track, off-road, in the air. Check out that content. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for riding with us.